What is up, friends and family? Welcome to another episode of the Refined Alchemist. Today's date is 6/16/2018. Some of the videos and pictures that I'll be posting in this video will be from 6:33 a.m. this morning. So some strange things have been going on and have been compiled for the last couple of days, contemplating when would be a good time to make this video. Sorry about the shirt, but it is like really hot in here and it's only 8 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, plus having a shirt messes with my energies. In fact, when I was younger, you would never see me with a shirt on unless I was out in public. My friends used to call me allergic to shirts Dave, ironically. Anyway, moving on. I don't have the turpentine out here, and I'm not really going to get into the prayer on this one. This is not really a spiritual, or not trying to be a spiritual video. This is just some more of the weird anomalies that have already transpired in this area. So first, we're going to take a look at pretty much a loop of something that happened. Now, that's like a 5-minute video, but that's just one of the highlights of the video. Now, up in the corner, like about this part of the screen, you'll see, I don't know, maybe a lightning bug fly off real quick. But here's the thing. I watched the 5-minute reel, and I was also seeing stuff in real time. In order for my camera to pick something up, it had to be substantially bright. Alright, so even the lightning that was going on, it was literally lighting up the sky. Yeah, in the 5-minute video, it doesn't show. So, I'm going to post a couple loops of this weird event. Again, it could be a lightning bug, but I was seeing other lightning bugs out in the field that you can't even see the field, really. And they didn't show up. And whatever that was wasn't close to the camera. That was pretty far out. Alright. So if that's not already weird, I'm taking some photos over the last couple days too. And then I kind of enhanced them a little bit. And let me put those in here. Well, let me put the highlights of this morning in real quick, because, man, I don't know. I might have a really good imagination, but some of this is kind of creepy. What those pictures were was, I heard like an air horn type thing go off in the distance. I've heard them before. I've caught them in other videos too. I'm going to highlight those parts and put them in here also. And then shortly after, like, I don't know, a couple seconds after, and you see it in the video, I see these demonic faces right around the sunrise. Like, what? So, I'm going to take the best photo I have right here, and I'm going to enhance it and circle some stuff that I noticed in the photo. Now, hold on. So, if those photos ain't bad enough, I was actually sitting outside filming because some of the stuff that I was seeing, and to see this with a naked eye is just wow. Like, the camera does a good job, but ultimately I have a shitty camera. So, you know, seeing them with your own eyes is just wow. And then hearing the air horn yet again in the distance right before these clouds, like, you see it all in the video. So let me go ahead and add that little gem of a clip right there for us. Whoa! What the hell was that? Wow. Something just blasted off over there. Something fierce. Man. A big ass triangle right there. Look at that shit. Right there. Right above my fucking house. Son of a bitch. Hold on, let's see, zoom out. Yeah, man, it literally sounded like an air horn or some bullshit just blasted off in that direction, and lo and behold, look at that dark ass cloud. All this shit. Look at this. What the hell? Huh. Yeah. That looks like a giant fucking ship. I've been seeing those a lot, and look at what's coming out the back of that shit. Oh, and there's a ball right in the middle. Right there. Huh. Yeah. Whoa. And yeah. So, what the fuck? I might have a good imagination, but yeah. Yeah, this is definitely going. Like, you can see this shit in real life, real time. I don't give a fuck, but that right there. That was some creepy ass shit. There again, just in that video alone, you hear the crazy horn, and then you see like demonic faces appear. I don't care how good imagination you got, man. I don't know. Moving on. Now in other videos I've had very similar sounds in the background, some very other weird anomalies. So over the last couple of days I've been taking pictures of stuff that I've been seeing, because something was brought to my attention. So I'm gonna start out with these couple pictures first, because I think these are kind of, yeah, this is kind of crazy. I mean, it literally goes back to, you know, the videos and pictures that I shown just a couple minutes ago. This was taken a couple days ago, right in my backyard. Actually, this was over the house, and as I was seeing it, it was just like, wow. I tried to take a video of it, but it didn't come out too good, so I can't use any of it. But check out these pictures. Just kind of interesting. Basically, all I did was a little bit of enhancing on it, which I'll show you how I did that here in a couple minutes. I'll turn the camera around and try to show you just a simple little options, I guess, that I have to do it. I mean, it's not like I have Photoshop or anything to do this with. This is just a generic program that I get to use. So that picture had some pretty interesting things. I mean, there was some faces in it, yeah. But you could clearly see, like, I don't know, like a reptilian type thing. Even more so, you see the TR3B. Well, two of them. Remember the TR3B, right? Yeah, hold on. Good old fashioned TR3B, right? It's awesome. Here's the problem with the TR3B. It's actually around a lot more than you think. You probably go outside and freaking look up at the clouds. If you know what to look for, you probably see them all the time. You just don't realize it until somebody actually draws your attention to it. And then once you know what to look for, yeah, it's pretty damn predominant, man. Just like the Foo Fighters said, the sky's the neighborhood. Yeah. There's giant freaking triangular shapes, there's giant circular shapes, and there's giant cigar shapes. What the fuck? Back, I think it was when I made the Witching Hour video, I noticed a shift. I wasn't the only one to notice the shift. And literally ever since that shift, it's just, wow, things have just been getting weirder and weirder. So, for example, one day I go outside. Everything that's going to take place in this video has happened literally within probably the last week, maybe a week and a half. But I had a tooth pulled, so I honestly didn't feel like talking. And then a couple days ago, I kind of like broke this bone right here, kind of, sort of, I don't know, fractured it at least. I was rollerblading with the kids and shit, and dumbass me, I decided that I was gonna walk up a trail that wasn't beaten, and try to rollerblade back down, hit a rock, and palmed the ground. Yeah. Lo and behold, there was like a piece of glass or something there that also cut me at the same time. Like, breaking your shit's not bad enough, you gotta slice and dice my ass too. So anyway, everything's gonna be within the last couple days. I just couldn't make the time. I was also researching some other stuff and doing some other stuff. We'll get into all that later. So check this photo out. And it's taken, again, like I said, within the last week and a half. It's not time stamped or anything, but you might really appreciate this one. Remember the TR3B. Okay, so in that photo, what makes that one so special is you can see the TR3B in the distance, and you could also see it like spraying vapor trail out the back of it. Lo and behold, I tried to take video of what was going on during that time. It didn't come out quite right, and some of the pictures, like, I don't know, it just didn't focus right, or I was impatient, or whatever the case might be. So, I didn't get to take too many more pictures than that, but, I mean, it's pretty interesting, to say the least. Okay, so, I already have a lot of the pictures of the highlights that's happened over the last couple days in the stockpile. So what I'm doing is making little skits and prepping for what you're about to see, and then talking about it maybe afterwards, you know, to the best of my abilities. I mean, you know, I gotta use what works. So, more pictures of the TRB3 that day. Right? So, these ones, again, I want to show you how I actually enhance some of the videos, or the photos, I mean. Man, I'm messing up a lot because my mind is on like 6 different things at the same time. So, sometimes I gotta slow down and just, yeah. Again, seeing this with the naked eye, especially with Polaroid glasses, it's crazy. So, the next 3 photos is the original, enhanced, and then I draw. And wow, you take a look and you make up your own mind, you know? I think they're pretty interesting, to say the least. So again, that's a lot of different photographs of the TR3Bs. Like I said, those were over the last couple days, you know. Like, I literally have to clean the computer because I got so many photos and time lapses and crazy stuff that I haven't been able to upload because, like I said, I had a tooth pulled, screwed up my hand, And then crazy things has actually, you know, been going on. So yeah, then like last night, like I said, you know, I had this crazy death smell in the air. No matter what, you couldn't get past it, man. And then the craziness this morning, the TR3Bs flying around. Now, the next series of photos, because I already had the photos pre-selected, so I can make like little intermissions like this and explain them a little bit. So we already had the TR3B. So, and you've already hear me talk about, you know, NASA's playing God, you know, in the distance they'd be setting up these massive plumes every once in a while, sometimes on a massive scale. That's usually when they're trying to bombard someplace with a massive storm. I could go outside and basically watch them do this. In the video earlier today, I'm pretty sure that was what you hear in the distance, unless that was some new shit, but I'm pretty sure that was one of these really close kicking off. But then, who knows, right? Okay, so the next series of pictures is literally one of those plumes. Like, I kind of go outside, I see one of the plumes kicking off, and I'm like, oh wow, what is that? And run back inside, grab the camera, come back out, and I just sit out there and smoke a cigarette. So the time that it took me to smoke a cigarette, I seen this massive plume just evolve. Right? Alright, so let's put that in here real quick. So, if chemtrailers ain't bad enough, if GMO food ain't bad enough, you know, if all that shit ain't bad enough, you got these chemical factories in the distance blasting off these massive plumes of shit all the time. Now, what's really fucked up is because what goes up comes back down. It comes down in rain, and then you can see the actual clouds bleed themselves in this heavy metal, nanotech, smart dust, with all of it, more gallons, all of it is just raining down on people left and right. Here, check out these next couple photos, man. I'll show you what I mean. Pay attention to the clouds themselves and how the clouds kind of look like they're raining. But I promise you, there was no rain. That's the clouds themselves falling down on you. Like, what? That's scary. That's the shit that you, your kids, and everybody else is breathing in daily. Ball. Remember ball, barium, aluminum? Yeah. So, I can't take credit for the next 3 photos. The next 3 photos are from my friend. He's on my Facebook page, you know. Big brother. anyway, he sent me a photo of what he saw over in, I guess, Spain, Italy area. Ironically, it's kind of the same thing that I'm talking about with these clouds here. Like, if you actually look at the pictures, yeah, it literally looks like the chemtrail or cloud, whichever one it is falling. Like it's raining, kind of, but it's curling under because you can see it like curl into the wind or whatever the case might be. So yeah, the next three pictures again is going to be the original photo, a slight enhancement, and then me drawing what I seen in the photo. And this is in Spain. Okay, you know, the other side. Okay, so for those last three photos, those were, like I said, from a friend over on the other side. So thank you, D. Okay, so I've already talked about pretty much a lot of stuff and already showed a lot of interesting stuff, compilations of my own personal experiences, and guess what? It's not quite done yet. So a couple of other things is in one of my other videos I was talking about how I went outside, and it was also witnessed by a couple other people also, but they were with me, but there was a double moon and double stars. I don't know, it was the craziest thing that I've ever seen. So I actually tried to take a couple photos of the moon that night. First of all, like, it was early in the night, and it was just a blood moon, like the brightest blood moon ever. Like, it was kind of weird, actually, if you think about it, because the sun, right? The sun was behind us. It had already crested the horizon. And this is the moon basically just coming up over the horizon. Well, if the sun is, you know, past the horizon, then how the hell are the rays getting to the moon and lighting it up like that? Again, and then later, like an hour or two later, you go outside. Now you can see it's obviously a full moon, or pretty close to a full moon right here. But like an hour or two later, you go outside and that bad boy is about as blue as it can get. But these photos, the first two, you can kind of see that something's off. But again, you know, obviously, get out of here, moth. Obviously, I have maybe get kung fu on you. A crappy camera, so it didn't pick it up like it was a Lycon or anything, you know. And then the next two, it's kind of faded. I tried to fix it, but you could definitely see two moons. Like, I didn't think it was gonna come out. I just actually went through my photos again, and yeah, lo and behold, it's two. Then I darkened it up a little bit, and when you darken it up a little bit, you could definitely see there's two objects there. Definitely two objects. It's like, wait a second, what the actual fuck? Now later that same night, yeah, me and my girlfriend and one of the kids went outside and we saw double moon and double stars. Ironically, my phone wouldn't freaking turn on long enough for me to take a picture. I think we tried to get a couple pictures, but none of them came out right. These are like the only pictures of that night that actually came out. Alright, so yeah, let's put those pictures in here. So right about here is where I was actually gonna start working on the closeout of the video. And I decided to go outside with my girlfriend, smoke a cigarette, and just hang out. Literally as soon as I walk outside, now mind you, it's already been a very interesting day. Last night was already very interesting with the smell, people getting sick, not just in this house, but like other houses, you know, friends, family, getting massively sick last night. Like 3 or 4 people I know who just got nauseous and started puking last night, and it smelled like death. But then, like I said, we go outside and we decided to smoke just a cigarette and just watch the sky. Wow. That friggin' armada I was talking about in a couple other videos is back. The triangles. I was prepared. I had my phone. So I took a bunch of small little videos and a bunch of photos. So let's take a look at the first small video. It's like a minute long. This is insane. Yeah, and then next year, like right above my head. What the hell? And look at the distance, like. Again, seeing that shit with your own eyes. Oh, there's a little one right there. Look at that, how the whole cloud moves. Look at that. Little triangle right there. Here. Wow. The first thing that flies into view literally looked to me like the insides of a Masonic symbol. Right? Check this out. That's cool. So you don't know what the Masonic symbol looks like? Well, that's cool. I drive down the street to the Masonic Lodge and I'll take a picture of their front yard for you. Hold on. Now that was right down the street. Wow. You could easily see the Masonic symbol in that. So let's take another look at the clouds right there in that region. A couple seconds later, I took a couple photos. So of the same cloud, different angles, different perspectives. So yeah. So again, just a recap of what we were just looking at. You're looking at a bunch of freaking Tiara 3Bs, giant triangles flying through the air. I mean, literally a fucking armada of these bitches. Okay, they've had like, what, 20, 30 years to build these bitches? And there's 3 different kinds of ships floating around that I know about. There might be more, but the 3 that I know about that I see on a daily basis are the TR3B triangles. Circular ones. I pick those up on the Weather Channel, anomaly type things. Yeah, those are like motherships, I guess. And then you got these huge cigar shapes, you know, ships. What the fuck? So, going back to the Masonic symbol that I showed before, let's pull something else up that I, stumbled across out in the backyard. A freaking pentacle over the house. Now that I'm able to play with the colors a little bit, I have more options because it was an update or something, whatever. I was able to change the colors on some of the things and now be able to draw what I actually seen. So I'm going to put an oldie but a goodie in here, the pentacle that I saw on my birthday. Alright, hold on. So the next picture is going to be the pentacle without the drawing and stuff, but I'm going to change the color spectrum. I want you to take a look. I'm going to put it in here for double the time frame, so it should be about 6 seconds, more than enough time for you to pause. Pause it, because this is a still photo, and just take a gander of the plasma literally coming off of the lines. And again, I don't have that many options to change color on here, at all. In fact, I still got to make a small little video to show you how I, enhance, each one of my things. Because, honestly, I really don't have that many options. So it's not like, I'm photoshopping this shit. No. Alright, so just keep, the plasma coming off of the lines. It was the plasma, slight settings, nothing crazy because I don't have that many options. Obviously, I could just make it dark, change the transparency, whatever, blah, blah. Okay, so let's take a look at a couple days ago when I reset the computer, right? That means all my settings and options and all that shit was, gone. So I pulled up Weather Channel, and lo and behold, out of all the friggin' places in the world, it depicts me in Washington, D.C. What the fuck? So, it depicts me in Washington, D.C. So let's actually take a look at Washington, D.C., shall we? So I see pentacles in the sky. I reset my computer. It puts me near one of the pentacles in the country, one. You ever take pictures of, or look online, the pictures of the Pentagon? Why is it every corner literally looks like a Masonic symbol? There's 5 corners, 5 Masonic symbols. Not to mention the damn thing's a pentagon. So, another thing. Again, I don't believe in coincidences. Eventually, I start seeing patterns. So I opened up my computer here a couple days ago, and saw, my views on my subscribers and all that shit. So then when I looked at that, I was like, well, a lot of fives and, silly shit on that page. So I went to my actual, main page. Where it has my stats. And it says I joined on September 23rd, 2012. 3555 views. And I'm like, damn. Out of all the years and months, man, that's when I joined YouTube. You know what else I see numbers? Well, a couple of days ago I was watching an article about Pennsylvania, I believe it is, police departments issuing gay pride stickers for their cars. I just did, quick research on it. I didn't really get into it. But lo and behold, while watching one of the many videos, that's on it, I had to pause it and take a shot of the TV at that particular time. Now, you'll notice that in the shot, it's at 12:22. I can't time that shit, like, when that video was actually going to come up, and, I guess I could have, if I sat there and waited, but anyway, moving on. So, I'm looking at this photo, and I'm just like, yo, what the actual hell, man? Like, seriously? First of all, I know there's so many 666s and shit on here, and 3s, and well, I'll circle them in the last picture, and I'll put that one in for, a couple seconds longer, just so you could understand and see the numbers yourselves. But what I found interesting is this is like a 4-star, whatever the hell that is. In the military, that'd be like a general, so he's got to be like at least a police chief or something. He must have done some serious shit to get 4 stars, and he's not even that old. You know what I mean? Like in the military, yeah, 4 stars like that. Yeah, that dude would be old as shit. Like, whatever. Anyway, moving on. But that's not that. All that's not what struck me. What kicked me in the nuts, though, was behind the police officer in this peaceful, right? They put gay pride, like, right on their cruisers. That was what the article was about. But in the background of this cop, there is an personnel carrier. So it's a tank personnel carrier. If you look at that vehicle, you'll notice that the windows are bulletproof. It has what looks like one of those audio sonic weapons in the back. It also has a pole sticking up out of the top. That's probably like some kind of radar or 5G freaking circuit thing. And then it also has one of the mortar carriers on top. A whole tear gas or, well, honestly, whatever the fuck they want, right? But, and the whole thing is just aerodynamically to take on RPGs, 50 cals. Why does the local, in its military color, but why does the local police need that in Pennsylvania, right? And be promoting, in the same article, be promoting a quote-unquote peaceful event, right? Quote-unquote peaceful event, but they got a huge freaking anti-personnel carrier. What the fuck? So what was the point of this video? Was it to promote fear? Wow. If it was fear-mongering, then I gotta be a fucking idiot. Because this is shit that I'm seeing with my own eye. And I'm putting it out here for others to see. So wouldn't I be putting a bullseye on my head no matter what? I mean, obviously this is not the shit that they want you to see. Now you tie this into all the other videos that I've already made. Man, listen. I guess, you know, that video, the warning way back when, it's coming true, man. Like, I mean, I didn't actually try to make a prediction as to what was going to happen. Here's another funny thing. I've said stuff on the sidelines that I didn't say in the videos, you know. Yeah, man. I'd be pretty bold to say that, yeah, I can make some predictions. I'm pretty accurate at it. I mean, I go outside at specific times, synchronicities all over the freaking place. You know, I'm always in the right spot at the right time to catch some crazy ass shit. If this evil exists to this extent, the opposite also has to be true. Everything in life has a duality, and everything in life also has a neutral. As above, so below, in the ground that you freaking walk on. Soon they're going to merge those realities back together. It's already happening. And it's escalated substantially since about 2 weeks now. 2 weeks now I went outside and just looked up, and it was just like I was literally looking at the firmament. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It was the most surreal thing. And I didn't want to talk about it because obviously, you know, that's some crazy ass shit, right? I even called my girlfriend out there at the time. I was like, hey, come check this shit out. Like, does that look like a firmament to you? And even she said, yeah. And she's been with me hand in hand experiencing most of this shit right along with me. And so I'm going to go against the grain on this one. I'm going to make a prediction. Somewhere, something bad's going to happen on the 20th. Or around. It's the summer solstice. They haven't missed an opportunity. If you go back and watch all my videos, they haven't missed an opportunity to do some crazy shit. Starting with the winter solstice, when they kicked out 5G for the first time in New York. Well, in the area that I was. Yeah, go back and watch my video. Did they just kick on 5G? That's some serious shit right there. I was talking to a bunch of people at the time. Anyway. So, this video is basically for awareness. And to be aware that this shit is out there. This shit's hovering around you at all times. To be aware but not consumed, you know. If you're meant to survive these events that are about to, you know, literally right around the corner, then you will. If not, you go home. But you better make up your mind on where home is and all that shit before it happens and truly embrace what that means on both sides. Because if you watch videos like these, you're not a sheep. You're not going to the Garden of Eden. Just like in the movie Matrix, once you wake up, there's no going back to sleep. So blind faith and bullshit isn't your answer anymore. That's the sad realization of shit. So if you have faith, man, listen. You better hurry up and freaking come to some serious realizations real fast. Because, I don't know. To me, knowing has always been stronger than faith. Faith is you putting faith or your beliefs in something, even my videos, in something that somebody else said. That doesn't make sense to me. Now, if you listen to something somebody says, and then you make up your own mind, well, that's a little bit different. That's you making up your own mind and standing fast to your beliefs. Quote unquote. But before you have beliefs, you better know what those beliefs are based upon. Are they based on something that somebody else told you? School, education, religion? Are they based upon something that you've experienced firsthand yourself? Yeah. Camera died real quick. So, finally, I've written a lot of poetry, kind of spitting it out and lyrically, for you to kind of make up your own mind. I got a couple more poems that I'm going to put in the discussion part of my YouTube channel. And here's the funny thing. You better make up your mind pretty fast, because if the internet goes down, I don't know. So if there was rabbit holes that you still need to fall down, I suggest you get that shit taken care of pretty fast. Throughout my videos, I've given you a lot of friggin' answers. I've even given you links and some of the more recent ones to more answers. But before you can get to those answers, you better friggin' go back and figure out what steps 1 and 2 are. Right? Because unless you know what free will is and truly utilize it, the rest of it's not going to make sense. And then meditation. Or a chakra cheat. Whatever. Sorry. The other phone died, so I had to go to my backup phone. So you gotta understand how much work it takes to make something like this. First of all, I had to come up with all the material, and that was over the span of like a week and a half. The stories, yeah. The experiences, yeah. The weirdness, yeah. And at the same time, I've been meditating and praying. Before you do that, like I said, you gotta know what steps 1 and 2 are. And then figure out what 3 and 4 are. The 144, yeah, you better know what that is. Twin flame, yeah. You better get a kind of an understanding of what that is. You better know who Lord and God are, because they're not what you think. In fact, probably nothing, even the awake, well, except for the really awake, the seers. But they all miss key things. And now time is seriously running out, where really it doesn't matter. You need to get this information out there fast. All of it. All of it. So my video, the difference between meditation and magic. If you know somebody that needs to see that video, I highly recommend. I don't care if it puts a tin hat or a label or anything on you at this particular point in time. No. If you're not putting the legwork in and you're not doing what you're supposed to do, what's the point? What is literally the point? You're going to be tested from here on out on everything, including your faith and what you believe. That's the bottom line. Everything else is gonna freaking come. Eventually, it's gonna come crashing down. Society it just can't take it no more. We got freaking ships releasing massive amounts of chemicals into the air. We have ground factories releasing shit into the air. We got 5G that's about to kick on, and when that does, yeah, it could probably turn the air itself with all the metal that's in the air. Yeah, turn the air itself into a freaking inferno. They don't need nukes. Nah, they just need to turn 5G on. I mean, if that doesn't kick it off, then they got, blue beam and all that bullshit. Yeah, 144, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a real thing. Christ, yeah, that's a real thing. Just maybe not exactly the way that you would depict it. Satan, Lucifer, yeah, those are real things, but those are titles. Messiah, yeah, those are titles. Disciple, prophet, those are all titles. There's been many names that have fulfilled all those titles. And that goes for Christ too, quote unquote Jesus, which is not even his name. Yeshua, which Yahweh, the Father, the Creator. Right? I mean, this is the same book that tells you the first, quote unquote, very first fallen angel. And if you do even more studies, you'll find the very first demon. Well, demons, because one was Cain and the other was Lilith. And the serpent was the first fallen angel. Nothing, not even the Ascension, not even twin flames. Like some people think they know what twin flames is. Well, I don't think you do. It's not sexual. It's not a relationship. No. I mean, those are good if they're in the mix also, because it just brings you one step closer than, the next. But no. No. If they ripped the spiritual from the physical way back when, and now it's the merge of that coming back together, right? The third and fourth dimension is about to merge. Neither will exist then. To be a brand new dimension, the fifth. Yeah, the first and second was the Atlanteans and the freaking the Atlanteans / mermaids and Illuminati / reptilians. But yeah, the first. Yeah, the very first. Mary Magdalene, first creation. Now, through their games and their bullshit, DNA and shit's been corrupted on a cellular level. That's why we can't be, cloned or any of that crazy shit. No, but they manipulated us through breeding us out. And throughout history, you've heard about, kings and czars doing exactly that. Weddings. Yeah, he blesses. Yeah, he blesses, all right. They can't kill him, they breed him out. So, gene splicing, introducing shit. True RH original creation. They can't have kids outside their bloodline because the other DNA is corrupt. So it kind of like destroys on, a cellular level. I've experienced that. The Ascension, 144. I don't think it's quite what you think. I think the 144 and twin flames are one and the same. Like, you've seen it kind of depicted throughout history. You got, movies like the Ghostbusters. I use the Ghostbusters, the original one, as a reference all the time. Go online and look up the last scene of the Ghostbusters. Well, they kind of tell you what. Well, I mean, obviously they use it for evil reasons, but they tell you what the twin flames are right there in the Ascension. You have two people, beings, whatever, and in the astral, the ether, they merge energies and open a doorway to another dimension. In order to even get close to that level, you gotta master free will, you gotta master meditation, and get really close to either astral projection not at this particular point in time, because soon the merger will be complete and the spiritual will already be here. The third dimension won't exist, the fourth dimension won't exist, it'll be the fifth dimension. So you better get this shit real fast. So third, fourth won't exist. First and second already had their chance, already did some crazy shit. The second, is probably when they created the third, and the fourth when they split. They split the spiritual from the physical, created as above and so below. Because if you think the heavens is as above, no, you're sadly mistaken. And if you think hell is so below, no, you're sadly mistaken. No, those are different realms, I guess. And now they wouldn't even be considered realms because they, the Norse depict hells as the realms. You have dimensions, yeah. We got, 5,000 of them right now? Something like that. I don't know, ask CERN. Each dimension has its own set of realms, yeah, of course. Maybe laws and rules will shift and vary between different dimensions, kind of like a book. You have a book full of pages and you stick something in it, right? You don't think some of those pages from the first is going to merge a little bit with the second, and you're going to see like little differences and shit here and there, signs change and other kind of shit. Well, that doesn't make sense because you shoot a bullet into a book or something, it pushes pages into other pages. So what do you think the Hadron Collider does every time they kick that shit on? How many pages are getting fucked up? And you still got the hells. And if they figured out the right notes and tones and pitches and bullshit, yeah, they could create portals and physically do some shit. Go to the spiritual realm with physical shit, yo. Yeah, they could do that. They've done it. They've been doing it. It's not new technology. It's been done in the past. Except for beings themselves used to be able to just walk between these, things. You didn't need machinery and bullshit to do it. Soon you won't need machinery and bullshit to do it again either. Because, in order for them to create the Matrix and slave people, they have to merge the spiritual back with. They can't just enslave one half of the sphere. Meaning, as they depict, as above, so below is like a snow globe, right? But once you take the snow globe and you take the bottom and merge it back with the top, wow. Not quite as, then it's an actual perfect snow globe, because the snow globe is usually cut in half. I don't know, it's both different styles, I guess. Anyway, you get the point. I will be making more videos. I don't know if pointing any more of this particular crap out is even necessary at this point. I mean, literally so much has, you know, as far as the clouds and the videos of the clouds and stuff, literally so much has already transpired with that shit. I mean, honestly, does it really, I mean, do you need any more proof than that? I mean, shit. Go back and look at my channel, man. I have anomalies all over the damn place. I'm the only one that puts a lot of the questions and answers in one place for you too. And I even tell you in the beginning videos where to get even more information. So from here on out, sticking your head in the sand, it ain't gonna cut it. If you're already watching videos like this, they've already got a dossier on you, period, bottom line. So it doesn't matter if you stick your head in the sand. Well, it doesn't matter to them about that anyway, because they know everybody. It's the point of Social Security numbers. So, and they've been watching you in the background for years now. Years and years. Studying your algorithms, what you search, blah, blah, blah. So again, what should you be doing? Man, being aware but not consumed. Just because you see really screwed up shit like I've been seeing, that should just be an affirmation of the other side. You know, the more evil and craziness that you see, well, just like a car battery, you can't have a positive without negative. You can't have light without dark. Naturally. So from there, I don't know. I just looked at the time here a second ago and it's 13 minutes and 33 seconds. The 20th, summer solstice. Gotta figure out what to eat. That's another thing that I just realized, you know, figuring out the equinoxes and the solstices, because that seems to be when a lot of crazy shit happens, is around those time frames. I've already got videos on it. Anyway, I probably went over the 1 hour mark with this right now, so I'm gonna cut it here. I will be posting more, but again, just being aware, non-consumed, it's probably where you want to be right now. And then letting go of things like debt and bullshit, because society is about to come crashing down real fast, one way or another. I mean, you have all these natural events, volcanoes, you got shit like this going on with the polluting the air on such a massive level. You got the spiritual awakening, which massive people are waking up and making videos and getting thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of hits. What should everybody be doing right now? Right now, it doesn't matter. They already know you. You better be telling people what, you know, free will and meditation is about. Yeah, because that's the real weapons. Free will, we do not consent, meditation, astral projection. That's your purpose. That's what you are. Twin flame. Yin and yang. Push and pull. Key and door. Yeah. The ascension ain't for you. The ascension is for the sheep. Bring back as many sheep as you can bring back. And you think, what, the 144 is going to be spared because they're holier? No. You're going to survive this shit probably to the bitter fucking end and see things that most people wouldn't see in their dreams or nightmares. If you're one of the unlucky few like myself, I've already seen how I die. Well, I have died in the past because, yeah, they were in the past lives. But I always get ripped apart. Where do I get ripped apart? Well, I've already made a couple of videos about it too. And now they're making a presence known. If you have access to infrared and you live by a wooded area, yeah, you might want to keep a close eye on your wood line, especially during like the witching hour, which is the most spiritual, quote unquote, spiritual time. Yeah, you might see some shit you never want to see again. And by what I see in the clouds, yeah, and in the books, yeah, it says the signs will be in the sun, the moon, and the clouds. I mean, well, okay, well, how many more friggin' signs do you need in one location? Can I make this shit, or did I make this shit fucking happen? How? Like,